From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. The Nats will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Zach Wheeler starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Into the box, Adam Eaton. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Washington, the right fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
First delivery to him on the way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 111.
A swing and a ground ball to third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Ramos gathers it, and the throw is there to record the first down. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Yeah, Matt, I'm really excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Howie Kendrick. His career line against Wheeler. He's just 1 for 6. And he lays off there 1-0. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on the first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now. Settling in now, Anthony Rendon. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McNeil is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Nationals gone in order, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Max Scherzer gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Striding in, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Here's the pitch. And he misses again, ball 3.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Grounded to third. Rendon is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark
20.
DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and up steps the power bat of Peter Alonso. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Scherzer playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. Hit back up the middle. Defoe loves it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Cano. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Scherzer gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Defoe comes up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Juan Soto to the plate now. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McNeil has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. His career line against Wheeler. He's a .346 batter. He's also hit 3 home runs. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Well, today's game provides the Nationals with an opportunity to complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. This is foul right side. The 2-1 home. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2. And now a pitch on the way. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the 2nd out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2. Now the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. In there for a base hit.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First five hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Suzuki, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Ready with another 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering, lifted in the air out towards left center. Broxton's on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Conforto. Past battles with Scherzer. He's batting at a .385 clip. Also, 5 of those hits were for home runs, so that's clearly a possibility here. 0-1 the count. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Conforto tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Soto arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And the spotlight is going to shine down today for me on Victor Robles. This guy, we've been hearing his name, one of the elite prospects in baseball for multiple years, and now he's getting a chance to put it all on display for the world to see. One of the slickest defenders in the game, can go gap to gap with ease.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball.
Ouch, that one hit him. Stepping in, J.D. Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
J.D. Davis.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score.
That's
2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Here now the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Eaton's able to put this one away, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And he fouls this one off. Scherzer comes set. Here it is on 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2, and it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting. Into the box now, Max Scherzer, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. One away now to Washington third, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Third inning, no score to this point. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Again, he sends it out of play. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Adam Eaton is on deck. He'll hit next. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Robles leads off first with 1 away. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off.
A reach, and he makes a lunging catch as he winds up on his belly, and there's a fine play for the second out. And now for Washington, Howie Kendrick. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Line drive to left. McNeil will get there, and he puts it away to. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Keon Broxton.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Three and 0 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Ready now, Zach Wheeler, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. First pitch on its way. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
Here's the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Zimmerman is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. From the stretch. This is line to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
2 balls and a strike.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Now batting. The second
2 men on, 2 out, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Behind 0-2 now. Broxton on second, McNeil at first, 2 out in the inning. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the in now is Anthony Rendon. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Broxton has it, and it's a quick out number 1. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things up. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Eaton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The catcher, number 40.
Standing in, Wilson Ramos. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. The 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Scherzer looks in. First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Nationals.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kurt Suzuki. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batter, the shortstop.
Riding in once again, Wilmer Defoe. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-1 to the National shortstop. 1 out, nobody on. And it's a full count to Defoe now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Wilmer Defoe goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So coming to the plate, Max Scherzer. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Line drive snagged on the short hop. Stopped on the shoulder by Kendrick. In time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Standing in, Keon Broxton. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late square, and this is popped up. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2. So striding in, Zach Wheeler. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike.
Victor Robles.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, digging for 2. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
In now is Adam Eaton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
Now in the box, Anthony Rendon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
The left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. That's lifted the other way out to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Digging in to try it again, Ryan Zimmerman. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Kendrick at second. Rendon on at first with 2 down. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Stepping up now, Kurt Suzuki. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. The 0-1 offering. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Broxton, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn.
Leading
They'll
up,
start things
fourth
out
back.
in their half of the sixth
The left
as they look
fielder,
to shake things up
number
here
6.
for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now batting.
One away now for
Number
the Mets
20.
in the 6th. And up steps the power bat of Peter Alonso. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Eaton is there, 2 down.
The batter, number 24.
Here's Robbie Cano now,
Second baseman,
0 for 2 for him to this point.
Cano.
Scherzer's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Eaton going back, still ranging back, and it's gone. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
The right fielder, number 30.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Mets draw closer here. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
You put guys in the middle of your lineup because you need consistent offensive production. Well, these two just went bang, bang, back-to-back homers, so I guess that qualifies.
Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
In the dirt here. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ramos at second with 2 down. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today. Digging in and looking for more, Victor Robles. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Tim Peterson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. He pulls this one into right, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double.
Up next for Washington.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Now batting, first base
From the stretch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas. Oh,
what happened? He can't make the play. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And he fouls this one off. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning. And that's in there for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And digging in, Ahmed Rosario. No hits to this point.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the outstanding outfielder, Keon Broxton.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle end.
Full count 3-2 to Keon Broxton.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Dominic Smith will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 22, Dominic Smith.
And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike one. From the belt, the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Rosario over at second. Bruxton on at first with nobody out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Back in standing. Now both runners on the move, but any thoughts of a throw will be academic here. It's ball 4, and the bases are suddenly loaded now with still nobody out.
Number 6.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and the hook's coming with him, as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless of course all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Hops this one up. Rendon is there. He's got it 1 away. So a big moment here, and standing in, Peter Alonso. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Second baseman
at the plate, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
All even now, 2-2. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's pulled. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner. Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
The 1-2. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. In to score from third, the tying run.
The catcher, number 40.
So striding forward now, Wilson Ramos. And a pivotal moment in this one. Tie ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does still exist here. Throw on to first for the second out, but meanwhile that all-important go-ahead run is in to score. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage. Jeurys Familia will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Number 27.
Here comes the first pitch.
Familia.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. High and deep to right center. Broxton's on the move. And he can't get to it as it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double, and the tying run will be in scoring position. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Your attention, please.
Matt Adams will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
So it was a swinging strike three. Matt Adams goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Fouled away. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And another foul ball. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Conforto is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
On to first, and this will remain a tie. Wander Suero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Yan Gomes is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Defensively for the Nationals. Now
here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike one.